What if I told you football is not just a game, and the Super Bowl is actually a ritual broadcast right into the collective mind? Tonight I'm going to show you the code behind the San Francisco 49ers and why the next Super Bowl in Santa Clara has already been written in numbers, elements, and symbols older than the NFL itself. Let's talk about how deep this goes. The team is called the 49ers. Their establishment date, June 4th. 4964. If you flip the 9 into a 6 and reverse the order, 49 becomes 64. And those numbers are not random, they're perfect squares. 7 squared is 49 and 8 squared is 64. So this franchise sits on a transformation code from completion into activation, 7 squared to 8 squared. 49 connects directly into the 1849 gold rush of miners, pickaxes, land seizure, and westward empires. In mysticism, 7 times 7 is Saturn, time, labor, boundaries, and contracts. So 49ers literally means Saturn controlling gold extraction through human labor. The miners were the workers and the gold was the god. Now let's take a look at 64, 8 squared. It shows up everywhere destiny is written. 64 DNA codons, 64 I Ching hexagrams, 64-bit computing, the architecture of modern technology. So while 49 is gold in the ground, 64 is gold in the code. 49 is mineral wealth and 64 is informational wealth. That's the shift from mining the earth to mining data, attention, and identity. The devil's contract. 64 minus 49 is 15, and in tarot, the trump card 15 is the devil, representing contracts, ownership, material possession, and basically sign here without reading the fine print. That's sports gambling, broadcast sponsorship, and the NFL economy. 49 to 15 to 64. Gold to contract to code, and labor to performance and broadcast. They turn miners into programmable avatars. Levi Stadium and the priesthood of garments. Where does this transformation climax? At Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Levi's is the tribe of priests in the Bible and the guardians of sacred garments. A uniform is a ritual garment. And Santa Clara is St. Clair, associated symbolically with television and remote vision. So this Super Bowl is taking place at a priest-coded temple in the land of televised sight, overseeing the ritual garment of the player. This is infrastructure at its best. Super Bowl 60 will be played on February 8, 2026, the 39th day of the year. 39 is the element of yttrium in the periodic table, used in red-orange phosphors in broadcast screens. The Looney Tunes color spiral, the TV signal glow, and the hypnotic sports broadcast. That's yttrium. So the date itself encodes broadcast technology powering gold ritual imagery. Now let's connect the story of one of the most famous 49er players that we know, O.J. Simpson, whose name repeats through this like a ritual tuning fork. Born July 9, 1947, 7-9, the atomic number of gold. O.J.'s birth date equals gold. Then he's traded to the San Francisco 49ers, the gold rush team, right by the Federal Reserve Bank, the guardian of national value. His myth crosses gold as element, gold as money, and gold as celebrity power. Later, the world watches him become the center of a televised courtroom event symbolically linked to Ron Goldman. Not literal claims, but symbolically, it's gold versus gold on the world's main broadcast stage. I also find it interesting that it is noted that O.J. Simpson's father worked for a Federal Reserve Bank. Now, we don't know which one it was, but there is one main Federal Reserve Bank in San Francisco. So by no coincidence, there may be a connection here. The Simpsons and the gold avatars. After the trial era, the Simpson name mutates into the world's most predictive broadcast in TV history, The Simpsons. Yellow, gold-skinned animated avatars transmitting ritual comedy into American consciousness. OJ becomes idea, icon, broadcast, and signal. Then Jay-Z resurrects the ritual in The Story of OJ, animation style based on racist cartoon history. The same orange broadcast rings as Looney Tunes, a massive satellite tower beaming OJ's myth back into the world like a coded frequency. Screens powered by Element 39, broadcasting a gold-coded man in 49ers territory into the digital future of value. They didn't retire the ritual, they updated the software. So here's the entire decode in a single breath. On the 39th day of the year at Levi's broadcast temple, the 49ers gold mining history is ritually inverted into 64, the genetic and digital code powered by yttrium through the Simpson broadcast sigil, completing the gold ritual that began in the mines and now lives inside the screen. Gold to contract to code. We aren't just watching sport, we're watching the transformation of value itself. So, when Super Bowl 60 arrives, pay attention to the colors gold, red, and black, the colors of dominance, the themes of legacy, value, and resurrection, brand messaging about wealth, identity, and data, tech-driven spectacles about drones, satellites, and even AI visuals, and a narrative where San Francisco's value story becomes the focus. Because this isn't only about who wins the game, it's about who controls the code of value moving forward. The 49 to 64 shift is already in motion. First they mine the land, then they mine the players. Now they mine you. The new gold is attention. The new miner is the algorithm, and the new temple is the broadcast. And the Super Bowl? It is the high mass of empire. This has been a Tailored Healing transmission.